Welcome back to the long and short of it with the Knicks. It's been a long week, or has it been a
Hello.
short week? I
Short
don't
for
know.
me, long for you.
That's true. Should we, no pun intended, should we fill in our viewers with what we've been up to? I mean,
We
I only
should.
remember as far back as yesterday, but
What did we do yesterday?
I invited you to a tranquil setting for coffee with your daughter. And then we got there and it was all under construction.
And very loud.
Very loud, not tranquil. But it was fun. So for those of you who are probably wondering, where did you take her? It's called Hazelhurst Gallery, and it's a really cool art gallery in Sydney. Um, totally under construction. Wouldn't recommend going for the breakfast, green eggs and ham, because it's not currently on the menu. That's a little disappointed. But we had a lot of fun. Do you want to tell everyone what we did and what was great about it?
Yeah, I mean, aside from Georgia interacting with you, which was the highlight of her day, thank you. Pretty good with kids. You can add that to your business
Giant
website.
child.
Yeah. Add that to your business. Great experience with kids. She loved it. She said to everyone at night that she's not shy anymore because she spoke to you.
Oh,
Mission accomplished.
I
I
love
know.
that. I
Thank
love
you.
that.
Thank you. Um, so we looked at the art, which was pretty cool. One of the art pieces was a hopscotch, and Georgia just started hopping to the hopscotch.
That was
as
my
did,
highlight.
as did some of us.
I think, yeah, that was my
Perfect.
favorite part. Because
Yeah.
think about it, right? Like hopscotch is usually horizontal and you jump on it. This was just a piece of art that was hopscotch vertically hanging on the wall. And this cute little 4-year-old, 5-year-old now,
Oh,
4-year-old runs over and starts doing the moves as if she's like on the horizontal. It's so cute.
that was cute. It was cute.
And
Bring
then
out your inner child.
I
Is that thing
know.
of the week?
What's that?
Bring out your inner child. Is that the theme of this week?
I feel like it. Creativity through the
Mm.
eyes of a child. Because, like, also just the sensory pieces. I know we had to say, like, don't touch it, like, probably 100 times, but it was amazing to see, like, her perception of the art and then wanting to touch things and the textures.
Yeah.
It was really cool. But yeah, I think maybe that's our theme is like, why, through the lens of a child with creativity. Is AI really going to steal our jobs? I mean, how can we make it relevant, right?
What a segue.
Maybe not. You know,
Too
it's really
much
funny.
fun.
I was thinking about this and I was like, okay, they say you can't, it's not going to take away jobs. Well, why? I went to a Dave Ulrich seminar. I don't know if anyone follows him. He's pretty well known in the people HR space. And he brought in the head of self-driving cars from, I don't know, Google or Amazon at the time. This was like 8 years ago. And that engineer took us through how they think about it, the machine learning components. He's like, but here's the thing. If you tell AI to make a Monet in the picture of a cat, it can do it. But if you ask AI to create an original artwork, it cannot. I thought that was really interesting because it means that, like, yeah, sure, you can do some really cool stuff with AI, but it can't create the idea itself. I don't know. What do you think?
That's a nice way to sum it up. So I guess viewers, that's what we're talking about today. AI. What do I think? Oh, I feel like I've had a front seat for the last 3 years to the whole AI piece, working for Harrison AI. So I feel like I have thoughts and opinions, even though I don't have, a degree in machine learning or data science or anything like that. So for what it's worth, I think I totally agree with what you said in terms of the creativity piece. It's more about AGI, and that's, down the track when we create something that can create something of its own accord, on its own accord, or it has emotions, feelings, empathy, whatever. That's a later on. That doesn't mean let's just park it and not think about it, but let's just pace ourselves, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just, take it one step at a time. I don't know. Have you
Scares
been
me.
using chat?
Oh yeah, I love it. Okay, so three use cases I think are really cool in our space for AI right now. One is seeing the tools we already use, implement it, and make our lives easier. So I think about something like Zoom or Loom, where I would record a 3 minute, here's an overview to a client or a coachee or whatever. And now AI will scan the transcript and go, here's a Loom or a Zoom from Nick. But if you don't want to read it, basically, it doesn't say that. Here are the cliff notes of points 1, 2, and 3, and to sum it up. And it actually sums up like a 15-minute video in very short text. I think that's pretty cool.
Mm.
Same thing for like engagement surveys. I think about jobs that have been made redundant in the people space over the years and like the fear. I mean, even 10 years ago, we're like, is technology stealing our jobs? And it's like, no, you're just not going to have to start your career making paper files and tabulating them in alphabetical order. Is that me? Oh my gosh. You don't have to do that anymore because we have, tech tools that talk to each other and you don't have to like enter it in 5 times in 5 different systems. So I think there are some really cool advances there. I have used it 2 ways in work. ChatGPT for framing how I want to
Mm.
tee something up. Like I had someone reach out actually for a recommendation letter to do a master's degree program in the States. You have to write these recommendation letters. And I was really struggling with how to structure it. So I felt smart writing it for them because I was like, this is a big thing. They could get rejected from this program because of my letter. And I went to ChatGPT and I was like, spin me out a really great recommendation letter for a master's degree program in this particular space. And it did. And then I could go in and customize all the pieces to her experience, which I thought was cool. Um, and then I think the other thing is just for fun, like going in and seeing what you can do. I don't know if you've messed around with like Playground AI, but I've been showing my daughter how to use it for her school assignments. So she does a lot of like, I need to do a slide deck on the Amazon. I need fun facts. And so I taught her to go into ChatGPT and go like fun facts about the Amazon, or go into Playground and be like, I want a monkey swimming from or like hanging from a tree, swimming above an alligator, and it like creates an image for her presentations. And so I think that's pretty cool. What about you?
That's
Where have you
nice.
seen it used?
Nice. I definitely use it in the work context and mainly around give me some facts for my comms if I'm drafting comms and I want to fast track the process. And I usually just do because I want it to stay in my tone of voice, do my intro, do the empathy pieces, do the humanistic pieces, and then make sure the facts in the middle is something that I lean on chat to make sure I haven't missed anything. On a personal front, I've used it in 2 settings. One with my 16-year-old and saying, hey, chat, this is for year 10 English. Tell me how Macbeth talks about ambition and whether ambition is good or bad, the way Shakespeare puts it in Macbeth. And then 10 minutes later, I'm the smartest mom about Macbeth. And I emerge from the room going, yes, I can help you with this assignment. You can count on me, no problem.
I just had this
Just
amazing
give
thought
me the
reflecting
tidbits.
on
Yeah.
my year 10 experience.
Have you thought about his wife? Um, so that's definitely, it's come in handy, on the mum front. And then really actually, I've been made redundant from being Terry's assistant, which is great news. If you want to save your marriage, instead of drafting your husband's emails, convince him that he needs a Chat GPT membership, get him to draft his own emails, and you are absolved and you are no longer needed for those emails to customers and clients and builders and whatnot. So I think people in the seeing people in the construction industry use it, and
Yeah.
where written comms and English is not their strength, not all of them, just the ones I'm observing, aka my husband, that it's making a huge difference for them.
Yeah.
It's not tiling for them, so it's
Yeah.
definitely not taking his job yet, but it's making him better as a business owner. So yeah, power to him.
And gives you more free time where you're not responding to emails on his behalf. That's great.
Less stress about writing emails.
So
Oh,
good.
it's pretty
I
good.
could see
Pretty good.
that. Yeah, I could see that being really helpful. And it translates into management too, like what Tandem's
Mm.
doing, or the Mintable, if you all have heard of them, but they're creating AI around how to give feedback. So like we always think about situation behavior impact model, but they will say, give us your feedback and we'll make it even better by applying AI and putting it in this framework for you. So kind of the same thing. I like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nice. Mm.
If you had to go, Jetsons, remember the TV show Jetsons? They've predicted, it's kind of like The Simpsons. They've predicted everything. So they predicted, the robot vacuum. They had a robot housekeeper. They predicted FaceTime because like even in how they would call people, it would be video calls. This was like early 90s. And then the third thing was Zoom because George Jetson would be at work and then his boss would come on to Zoom and like start yelling at him. He was at a switchboard. And so like they've predicted a lot. Where would you see like a pain point in your life if AI could solve it? What would it be? Either work or person.
Oh, definitely the driving space.
Mm-hmm.
So on a personal front, um, doing a bit more in terms of how we get from points A to B, not just driving cars, but trains, transport in general.
Yeah.
And then on a work front, I think just, and this may already exist in terms of startups who are trying to do this, helping from a people and culture point of view,
Mm-hmm.
the best way I can serve my organization or my clients or the people who work for them is to make sure that everyone is operating at what I call in clinical world what we call top of scope.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone is performing at the highest level of their using their skills and performing at that high skill set level or to the match to the skills that they are wanting to use and have the ability to use rather than lower level tasks. And
Yeah.
so kind of having that AI feature, AI is not a worker, in my opinion. Just want to put that there, insert that along the way. Um, have those features that help people to delegate those lower level tasks. It sounds like, yeah, no brainer, of course. But
Mm-hmm.
if you look outside and please, if you're in the bubble of startup or SaaS or tech, please go and look at other industries. We're not all industries are catching up. Like we're still for crying out loud. Sorry, this is my little, vent moment. We still don't have proper machine learning or AI or whatever we want to call it in school curriculums, right? So industries haven't caught up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of low level tasks and in education sector, in the healthcare sector, in so many sectors and so many industries that it sounds like a no-brainer and an easy thing to do, but it's got to take a movement, not just one pocket of the population. It's got to
Yeah.
take a lot of people to move in the right direction.
Yeah.
Otherwise, and I'm going to quote Sam Altman, so this next line is not mine. Otherwise, we'll have inertia and we just won't really move forward as a society.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
And our kids will be confused because if education, for example, doesn't catch up, and then they catch on to the fact that I'm telling my kid how to use ChatGPT to like make her homework even better. I don't know if that's ethical use. I think so. It's like using an encyclopedia in our
Totally
day.
fine. Totally
It's
fine.
fine. But
It's
like if they
prep.
were to put a halt to that, right? Imagine the
Mm.
deficit that would have. Like if a child's like, ooh, that's bad. I shouldn't use it. They're being programmed early on
Yeah.
to say like that's you should do things the hard way, not the smart way. And so like that whole phrase of work smarter, not harder, I
Mm.
think we've got to embrace that across all industries for our kids to be successful. It's scary, but
True.
so true. Yeah.
True. Where
I
do
just
you think it's going, Jetson?
where I think it's going, where I want it to go. I think these might
Mm.
already exist. So I might be behind, but I would love for AI to track. Again, we've talked about like the chili eggs, food wastage. I don't like food wastage. And so meal planning, like I'd love for AI to be able to track everything I use in my fridge and what I throw away when I do my shop every week and then be like, Nick, stop buying spinach. You're not eating it or whatever it is. And then even going a step further, which is like prepping all of the pieces for me. So I know how
Mm.
much of a serving size to put in everything that I cook. That would be cool And then I don't have to worry about it. And I can think about what do I want to cook, not what goes into cooking that thing.
Mm.
I think I would be a lot more creative if I'm thinking about low level tasks.
Hmm.
As far as work goes, oh gosh, there's so many avenues. Having recency bias, I just came out of doing some reconciliation in my tax work. I would love more AI in my tax accounting and banking world because it seems like it does 90% of it for you, but it has to be set up correctly to begin with.
Yep.
I would love that. But
Mm.
I think there's companies working on that right now. We'll see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. If you are, hit us up.
Yeah. If you are, I'd like to know about your product.
Come and join our lovely setup over here.
Yeah, slide into my DMs. Finance Mark, you're out there. You should come join us soon. We do have a friend in finance, 6'5", blue eyes. I'm not kidding. So we might have to bring him on the show soon.
Shout out to Mark.
Shout out to Mark. All right. Well, until next week, hopefully we have some more exciting things that happen between now and then that spark our content. But if anyone has a topic you're curious about or want to hear our opinions on, let us know. Always a pleasure, Nick. See you soon.
Always.
Bye, everybody.